Hello friends, this is Deep and welcome to my YouTube channel Deep Techpreneur. Today we are going to learn different methods of the auto discovery feature. In my previous video we learned how to add the devices and the sensors manually. If you haven't watched the video, I have added the video link into the description box. The prtg auto discovery feature will help you to add the number of devices or a different kind of devices at the once. To right click on a network infrastructure, that is the default group of the prtg. I'm clicking on a add auto discovery group. This option will create a automatic group according to the auto discovery settings that we are going to mention into the settings. So I'm giving a name to the group, test network devices. I'm not going to mention any tags here. So auto discovery, I don't want to schedule it, so I'm going to mention only once. Here we are getting a different kind of methods of the auto discovery. 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 methods are there, and one method of the creating a device template. That's also we are going to check it out how it works. Okay, let's start with the first method, class C based IP address with the start and end IP address. So I will mention over here 192.168 1. Okay, it's 1, and my starting IP address is suppose it's 10, and my last IP address of the range is 50. So I am having 40 network devices over here, 10 to 50, that is 40 devices, and I will click on create. So prtg will try to find out the devices which starts from 192.168.1.10 and the last IP address is 192.168.1.50 by using a IP address, and it will turn those IP address into the DNS name as well. Second method to use the auto discovery, that is a list of the individual IP addresses or the DNS. If you have a readily available any Excel sheet containing of your device's IP address, then that cannot be uploaded, but definitely you can copy paste those individual IP address into the prtg. So I already did that and pasting over here. So this is the IP address list readily available with me, 192.168.1.2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. So prtg is going to find out or scan for this specially mentioning IPv4 addresses, and whatever the devices are discoverable to the prtg is going to add them automatically for you. The third method of auto discovery, that is IP address and the subnet marks. So if I mention over here my network ID along with the subnet marks 1.1 and then 24, that is a class C subnet marks. If I mention the subnet marks with the IP address or whatever the devices comes under this group or the subnet or the IP address group network IDs, so that will get automatically added into the prtg automatically. So if I'm not wrong, that 256 IP address gets added into the class C IP address with the subnet using a subnet 24. So all the 250 devices using a IP address will get added automatically into the prtg, whatever are discoverable. Fourth auto discovery method is IP address with the octet range. You can give the third and fourth octet range if you are having a multiple network IDs or multiple network IP address for a different kind of devices. Let's take an example, 192.168. My third octet range could be 127 dot. My fourth octet could be 12255. I'm having a multiple network IDs in my network, so yes, this method can be helpful for me to add the multiple network ID devices. For more easy understanding, I'm creating a notepad over here. Suppose I'm having devices which starts from 168.1.3 to 100. I'm having the another devices which starts from 192.168 3 dot till the 100, and I'm having a third network 192.168 4 dot till 200. So I'm having 3 different networks with a different IP address range. So this optic range auto discovery feature will help me to add all the devices which are having a different network IP addresses. Auto discovery method is using a IP address and the DNS name of the IPv6. The same way we did it for the IPv4, the same way you can do it for IPv6 as well. So I have 2 IPv6 IP addresses readily available with me. If your network devices uses a IPv6, yes, then the auto discovery using a IPv6 version, yes, that is also possible. Later on, the last method of the auto discovery using a prtg, that is a active directory. If you are having an active directory in place into the network, then using a OU name you can find out the devices. Let's take an example that I have created a desktop group, or the OU we can say in the terms of the active directory. So I will just mention a unit name, OU name over here, and prtg will start to or automatically identify using an active directory. Try to find out that OU, and whatever the devices are added into that OU, into that desktop OU or the group, will be automatically added into the prtg. Last option of the auto discovery, that is the device template. So creating a device template, prtg will save the settings of the device which we created that device from, and if I'm having a multiple devices from the same genre or the same type, then I can use that device template. Let's take an example that I am having over here the hypervisor, the spec deep machine, which is my hypervisor machine. So I do have a multiple hypervisor machines where I am running a guest operating systems. So I need not to add the each my hypervisor machine manually. I will simply create a device template, and I will run the auto discovery using a device template. So let's go ahead for that. I am right clicking on a device, just click on a create device template. I will just give a name here, hypervisor device group. Nothing much to do over here. If you like to exclude the sensors, then I can do that, but I don't want to do that right now, and I will click on OK. So these are the sensors that's going to create by default when my device template will be created. So I'm clicking on OK. So my device template must have been created already. We would like to add the devices using a device template that we recently created. I will simply right click on a device, go to the auto discovery, choose the second option, run auto discovery with the template. I will search for the device template that we created. I will select that and will click on OK. It will start to find out the devices, whatever the device template that we have created according to that template or the setting. It will start to run the auto discovery into the network, and if the device matches that criteria or that according to that device template, prtg will add those devices automatically into the prtg. So you can see how the auto discovery will help you to reduce your manual tasks of adding the devices. It's just a matter of a few minutes and all your devices will be added into the prtg, and you can start them to monitor. Hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed my channel, so please do subscribe, like and share. Thank you.